Guys! It's Rich the Human here, back with another great video. Now, I was just looking at one of the most misunderstood teachers of all time, Mr. Hugh McNichol. He really just doesn't deserve what he got. It's just a misunderstanding, everything that happened to him. It's a real shame, but sometimes things just happen in this world, right? Excuse me. So, we're back with Max, the Max Brown beef. You thought it was over. I guarantee you did. I even thought it was over, but I guess not. Quax Brown, I'm going to call him today. Because, you know why he's called Quax Brown? Because he's ducking me. He's ducking me. I'll get into that soon. And I've already brought this up. You thought that the Max Brown beef was finished? Nah, it's not finished because we always try to seek out justice in the world, and we want to make the world a better place. And Max Brown getting exposed is a good way to do that. So, it's never over, even when you think it is. And Rich the Human, guys, you may be thinking, Rich the Human, you haven't uploaded about Max in a while, this is really kind of random. Why are you talking about him now? Instead of just keep talking about him. Well, I'll be honest, Max, over the last couple months, he's been a good boy, alright? He's been a good boy. I haven't really seen him, do anything too, bad. And, I even had some talked with him, and he was on the path of becoming a better soul, but old habits die hard, I guess. He's lying to his fans again. He said he was gonna upload 4 months ago. 4 months ago he said, I'm gonna upload in like a week, and he hasn't uploaded a single video since then. And he told us that his account got bought by he sold his account. I know that's a lie. He's just getting back to his old ways, and I'm honestly, unfortunately, I'm not even surprised, which is just the worst part about this. Now, Exhibit A about this little Max Brown situation. So, on Friday, I don't know if you saw my video. It's on my YouTube Shorts page for some reason. I don't know why it's a short. I had a prom on Friday. And he was there. Max Brown was there, and I had a better time at prom than he did, because he also discredited Chillin' Naughty Boxing, and that was like the debut day of Chillin' Naughty Boxing, so it's really recent. So, on Friday I had my prom, and I simply just had a better time than he did, and here's some evidence. I don't remember Max getting grabbed by the tie from a woman and getting walked like a dog. I don't remember him doing that. I don't remember that happening to him. So, meanwhile, that shit happened to me. And I'm gonna be honest, that was fucking hot. It was fucking hot. I can't even lie. But yeah, so I had a better time at prom than he did, right? Now, Chillin' Naughty Boxing. Now, if you saw my last video, you already know what Chillin' Naughty Boxing is. It's a beautiful organization about love and respect and just, learning teamwork, essentially. Disguised as a boxing organization. It's really beautiful. And Chillin' Naughty Boxing is beautiful. He called, the inventor of Chillin' Naughty Boxing called me in the middle of my prom, and he actually explains to me how it happened and all that, but we might get into that in a different video. I don't really want to yap too much in this video, right? But you saw Dr. Chud versus Guts. It was beautiful. It's just beautiful. I know I said beautiful a lot, but it's really the only word I can describe it with, right? So, yeah. And so this ties into the story of how Max ducked me. I keep calling him Quax Brown throughout the video, and I haven't explained that yet. So this is the time I explain it, right? So essentially, I saw what was going on at Chillin' Naughty Boxing, and I wanted a part of it. I'm a matchmaker now, and you know, I set up a badass card with a bunch of badass fights. You know, it was amazing. It was just something that was absolutely incredible. But and the main event was meant to be me versus Max Brown to finally, settle the beef, right? And I knew he'd have been hesitant because he pretends to be a pacifist, right? Obviously, he's not a pacifist because of all the evil and heinous things he's done. He sold a time juncture, etc., right? But I wanted to settle this beef, and I even tried to convince him. I told him that I would pay him $20 to fight me, not even to win. $20 to just show up, right? And he still didn't go for it. I said I would, completely stop harassing him and all that. I even bumped it up to $40 eventually, because me and this guy called Chris Gutter, we went and talked to him. We tried to convince him to do it, to end the beef once and for all, and it just didn't work. So afterwards, I texted him. I said, I'll bump it up to 40 bills rather than 20 bills, and still, he was not going for it. He didn't want to do it. He's ducking me. It's really the only fact of the matter, and I honestly get it, but it's cowardly. It's not really a thing a true good John would do, But also make sure to be watching my fight versus Guts, because that was my replacement opponent, because Max was ducking me. John Jones, Tom Aspinall style, and we're two young jits from Florida that just want to show our talents to the world and have a lot of respect for each other, and I think that's beautiful in its own right, other than just like a pure blood feud, right? But I have a final offer to give Max. I'll bump it up to 50 bills to fight me, And keep in mind, all of the other fighters on the card are not getting paid at all. Meanwhile, I can't even. He said, "Oh, give me 100 and I'll think about it." No, get the fuck out of here, buddy. Kick rocks, pal. If that's really what you want to do, because I'm not paying you 100 bills to beat your ass. You know what I mean? But he's just scared, and I understand. But 50 bills, and the emails will cease, the harassment will cease, the bombing of your house will cease, and I think that's a good deal. I don't know why he would decline it, but there's an offer, I guess. But let's be honest, chat. He's too scared. Just like this guy right here. How scared he is to fight Tom Aspinall. Because both of them, they know they'll lose, alright? Tom would destroy John Jones. He's an old man. Tom is just super quick for heavyweight. And Max he's Max Brown, so I don't really need to explain that. But, it's something that's really angers me, though, because Chillin' Naughty Boxing should be where the best fight the best, and he's making it a joke. And that really angers me, because this is something that I fucking care about, man. I care about this shit, man. And, the fact that he's ruining it like this just makes me very angry. And, yeah, it pisses me off. Anyway, thanks for listening, chat. Thank you, everybody, for listening to my little TED Talk here. It makes me truly happy that you would listen to me. And Max Brown, he's just a thief. He doesn't understand why he would do this, right? He's scared of me. He's a coward. He's a liar, and everything that anybody's ever said about him is true, because he's just not a good person. All right, and that's the end of the story. Max Brown, come fight me. I know you're scared. Come on, buddy. Goodbye, everybody.